I see people are joining us on the Zoom video window. Welcome to the next edition of the virtual speaker series. Go ahead and use the chat below and let us know who you are and where you're zooming in from. We'd love to welcome you into today's virtual speaker session. Again, welcome into the virtual speaker session. We will be getting started in just a minute, but before that, just let us know by using the chat below who you are and where you're zooming in from. I see KB from Ithaca and Kim McMullen right here in State College. Happy Tuesday to you, Kim. We'll be getting started in just a minute. Let us know who you are and where you're zooming in from by using the chat function at the bottom of the Zoom video window. I see Dave Hutchinson from University Park and Carly from Pittsburgh, Brian from Frederick, Maryland. Welcome Susie and Brian from State College, Pat Nicolano from Sea Isle City, New Jersey. Welcome in. We'll be getting started in just a moment. I see Judy Wolf in Huntington Beach, California, but she's currently right here in State College for We Are Weekend, which is going on all weekend here in Happy Valley. I see Josh from Nashua, Sarah from State College, Andy from East Brunswick, New Jersey, Suzanne from Erie, and Alexandra and Brian from Newport News, Virginia. Thank you all for zooming in with us. We'll get started in just a minute. Good afternoon, Penn Staters, and thank you for joining us. I'm Paul Clifford, CEO of the Penn State Alumni Association, and welcome to today's virtual speaker session titled Learning to Choose News Over Noise, Penn State's News Literacy Initiative. Live closed captions are available. You can access them by clicking the closed caption button on the bottom of the Zoom video window, and then clicking Show Subtitle. You may also customize your caption view by clicking the stream text link in the chat. We are live streaming today's presentation, which will be archived and available on our website. Today, unreliable information overwhelms our media system, and citizens are increasingly avoiding the news. In the spirit of our land grant mission, Penn State's News Literacy Initiative aims to help teaching students and citizens strategies for telling the difference between reliable public interest journalism and the noise that often overwhelms and divides us. This talk will discuss the initiative and provide some takeaways that'll help you tell the difference, giving you reasons and strategies for tuning into the news and tuning out the noise. Today's guest, Matt Jordan, is head of the Department of Film Production and Media Studies in the Donald P. Bellisario College of Communications right here at Penn State. He's also the director of the News Literacy Initiative. He hosts the podcast News Over Noise, and he writes and teaches classes about today's media systems and how they've been altered by digital technology and what it means for democracy. He's executive producer of Penn State Humanities Institute's documentary series, HumIn Focus, and author of dozens of articles and books on pop culture in America and Europe. His latest book, Danger Sound Klaxon, The Horn That Changed History. Thank you for joining us today, and I'm going to turn it over to Professor Jordan. Take it away, Matt.
All right, thanks. I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to start. All right, everything working, hopefully. That awkward phase in the beginning. So thanks for everybody for tuning in today. And I wanted to describe to you what we are doing with the News Literacy Initiative and then kind of work through some of what we're doing. And the main problem that we're trying to address, as you heard in the intro, is the question of news avoidance. Selective news avoidance, as the Reuters Institute and others have been studying, is increasingly a problem in what we might call fragile democracies. And America is now one of those places where the news system, where the media system has created a lot of partisan leverage to essentially get people's attention. And so one of the responses to that is that people are avoiding it. And this is, we believe, a problem. Again, America and many other democracies are founded under the idea that a citizenry needs accurate information in order to consent to be governed. And so when people aren't paying attention to it to protect their mental health, this is a problem. So we've done a bunch of focus grouping on this and other things that we think have been helping with this. And what we came up with was this initiative that we think, as the introduction stated, is part of the land grant mission to educate the citizenry, because citizens are the guardians of democracy. So the news literacy website, which anybody can check out, we've spent the year building this out. We have a 2-year pilot program, and we just finished year 1. And we have a podcast, we have community outreach, we have a K-12 educator program that we're running with WPSU and outreach. We have a news literacy ambassador program that we're trying to integrate into the Commonwealth campuses this year, as in year 2. So we have a kind of a multimodal project to aim to address this problem of news avoidance. So the podcast is one of the things we've been doing, and this was the first episode, which is when we interviewed the Kirsten Eady, who is part of the group that was studying this news avoidance. And these podcasts are available for anybody who wants. You can find them on our website, but we also broadcast them as radio shows throughout the state of Pennsylvania through several collaborations we're doing with not only with WPSU, who helps us produce the program, but also with WITF, with the Erie station, with the Scranton station, and hopefully in the coming future with Philadelphia WHYY. So we kind of make these available. And again, the idea is to get people to think a little bit about how news is a construct and how it works, so that we won't feel so assaulted by it. The major reason that people avoid the news, as you can see from my too clever thing here, is that it stresses people out. And when we did focus grouping on students, this is what they described. They felt almost assaulted by headlines, because headlines are trying to get your attention. And sometimes the way they do that is by being aggressive, by being kind of in your face. So this leads to what a lot of scholars have called headline stress disorder, right? That there's the quote there on the screen, is that in a way we're not set up to get this kind of deluge of information that the digital media system can create, right? The amount of things that are being fed to you every day if you're on social media are overwhelming to people. And so they, in a good way, they kind of avoid it. But again, the problem is that in a democracy, we can't have people be totally tuned out and just watching Netflix, although there's something to be said for that. We need to give people some strategies for dealing with this. So the number one strategy is learning to tell the difference between, again, what we're normalizing as public interest news, stuff that is trying to inform us about issues and solutions that we all share as in a democracy, right? Democracy is about pulling from all different types of experience, bringing people in to solve collective problems of governance. And all too often what our news does is not serve the public interest. It provides a lot of noise. And this has to do with structural incentives, that the media system is designed to get your attention and elicit emotional response, because the business of media is to get you watching so that advertisers can have access to you. So learning to tell the difference between what is a public interest appeal and what is something being done to make sure the ratings are up and the clicks are good is, I think, the number one thing that we would like to get people to think about. So the one way of conceiving of this is something you may all have heard about, which is the idea of clickbait. And some of these things, these are kind of classic clickbait. A lot of online news sources have started putting these at the bottom of the page, these types of things. And the headlines of these are in a way, good ways of thinking about how the incentives of an intention-based media economy are working against you. So you will click here to find out about these things that will help you stop fighting with your partner about money, things that are the most cringeworthy, a lot of listicles and things like that will, doctor reveals the thing that nobody's telling you about, right? These are designed to get you to click because you're really interested in finding out. And this essentially is the logic that is, because of the structural incentives of the media system, working behind a lot of the news. And sometimes it's hard to tell the difference, right? These articles, which are from science kind of journalism, are really clickbaity, right? NASA responds to rumors they found alien life. Responding to rumors they found alien life. What could be better clickbait? Supermassive black hole heading toward Earth at 110 kilometers per second. Again, that will happen sometime a billion years after we're all dead, but you click on it because it is clickbaity, right? So that these types of formulas, these types of logics are really operating throughout the news ecosystem, and learning to not be moved by that is a good strategy to think about as we try to manage our own media consumption. So one way of thinking about this, again, we're in an attention-based economy and engagement is king, especially in the social media world. Literally the project managers at technology companies like Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok are paid to do this. They're paid to look at the data and see what gets maximum kind of engagement on the platforms. Their algorithms will sort whatever gets maximum engagement to the top, and they test this. They test it, they have objectives known as OKRs, and they use these to pay people, right? So knowing that the incentives of the system are designed to get them to try and get your attention, and that everything that gets your attention isn't necessarily public interest journalism is something to keep in mind. So in the digital media system, this is what engages consumers the most. The content that produces anxiety or strong emotions, accusations or denunciation, especially in the 24/7 news cycle, starting with cable media, but also now moving into the digital world. These are the things that people will comment on. Jonathan Haidt has recently called this moral grandstanding, which is the kind of performance of emotional reactions to the news. I'm sure if you jumped off right now and looked at some of the headlines about the stuff going on in Miami today, you'd get a lot of moral grandstanding on this. Effectively, this is because this is what gets traction. This is what gets clicks. So it's a kind of form of clickbait. And whatever gets clicks is going to be reproduced and repeated in the news media ecosystem. So one of the ways that we think of this is that in kind of the communication studies or media studies world, we sometimes call these things news optimizer sites. And so in a short way of thinking about this is noisy news sites. And since 2015, when we really see the explosion of the digital media ecosystem for news, there has been an explosion of these sites. And again, they have a lot of data about what their audience will react to, and that's what they produce. And the social media distributors of this feed the content to you as users for the same reason. Again, whatever is engaging you, whatever is keeping you watching, whatever will keep you looking at ads is what their business model is based on. So Occupy Democrats would be a great example of a kind of a noisy news site. And the story there, Hunter Biden strikes back at Marjorie Taylor Greene, right? That is pure clickbait. And because of the incentives, this is what we get. And 1/3 of US adults get their news from social media. So when a digital media ecosystem is dominated by sites like this is what we get. So they've studied this, and what we find is that hyper-partisan politicians get 4 times the news coverage of their colleagues, right? So in effect, what we see in our news system is that the loudest voices, the most morally grandstanding people get the most coverage, right? So the incentives for people who are fundraising, who are trying to get their message out, is to be obnoxious, right? Because that's what the news system rewards. So one of the things that we had an episode on, and this is some stuff that a colleague of mine here in the media studies department, Homero Gil de Zuniega, has been studying both in Spain and in America, is what he calls the NFM, the news finds me mentality. And this is a response to news avoidance, the people who say, this is too much, I'm just going to rely on the algorithm, rely on the machine to give me what I need to know. It's a way of dealing with it by just kind of deflecting onto the algorithm to give you and feed you what you need to know. And the trouble is, again, that if what we find is that it creates filter bubbles, it creates what we call homophilic or just kind of homogeneous media environments where you're getting a lot of confirmation of bias. So be mindful of this. One of the things we often suggest to people in workshops is try an algorithmic audit, right? See what the last 6 things that have come up on your social media feed are, and think then about what the algorithm knows about you and what you will click on. So things like that will help you kind of be mindful about what the algorithms are feeding you and maybe escape from some of those social media bubbles that are very easy to get trapped into. One of the things we're doing, and I put a QR code there in case anybody wants to sign up, is a monthly newsletter. And this is what we've been doing. We've done this twice. We're just starting this. Is we look at a news story over the month that got a lot of coverage, and then we do kind of some takes on what the dominant coverage is, and then kind of present our perspective on it. And the last one we did was the story that dominated in May, which was on the debt ceiling coverage. So I thought it would be instructive for the last couple of minutes that I'm talking before I take questions to kind of go over some of what this is, because it's probably fresh in your mind because of the news over the last month. So what we decided to do this one on is something that we think is a noisemaker in what we could call political news, but what we would like to see is be more as governance news. So, which is conflict framing. You can see from the way that the framing is a way of talking about how stories are contextualized and framed for audiences, right? So that audiences, you take a big story and you frame it in a certain way so that they know the takeaway. And one of the things that works in terms of ratings and clicks is to gamify things, to make it a partisan battle. So win for Democrats, win for the GOP, right? These are what we might call pre-critical structures that dominate our political reporting. And these have some downsides. So in terms of the debt ceiling showdown, partisan conflict framing was the dominant way that this news was reported, right? It was a showdown between one group and the other. And in a way, what gets lost there is what the stakes are for the audience. And that it would be you, the citizens of a democracy. We learn who won, but not really what it was about, not really what the stakes are in terms of governance. So again, what we like to think of this is examining what the noise to news signal ratio is in a story. And you can see these headlines are pretty clickbaity. Well, the top one is from The Economist, which we thought would be a great place to get some economic news. Turns out the algorithms they use to draw their headlines up are just as salacious as the New York Times's are, which is the bottom article, right? So big stakes, showdown between two groups, gamification with the kind of race against time structure in the story. That's what the dominant news coverage of this was. What wasn't in there a lot was, what were the details? What were the spending cuts going to be about? How would that impact people? Which we think reporters should be spending more time on if they're going to be doing what they're supposed to be doing as informers of citizens in a democracy. So if you dealt with this last week, most of it is who won, right? And so the takeaway is who won, whether it's Democrats or Republicans won. But what you're not getting is context. What you're not getting is stuff that helps you know what the stakes are. So one way that we like to think about this is we'd like to see less reporting on the odds of people winning and more reporting on what the stakes are if something passes. So breaking it down. But unfortunately, what we get is a lot of the same old partisan conflict framing. So again, this is something to be aware of when you're looking at political news. The idea being, if you're aware of this, as a construct, you'll be less pulled into this and maybe find someplace else to go to find out that information that you're not getting from this. So just this was our kind of takeaway. The debt ceiling coverage has continued to be dominated by these stories about which have a lot to say about which side won, but little to say about the stakes for everyday people. So the thing to be mindful of is when you're reading broadly around a government story like this, and this is what we always suggest to people, don't rely on one site to do anything, but try to read broadly around it. Try to avoid the quotes from the obviously partisan actors. And when you come across noisy partisan conflict framing around government stories like this that are focused only on political strategy, such and such are doing this, will it work? But don't have much to say about what the stakes are for governance and for citizens who might be impacted by the things, move on. Find something that does a better job of doing that. That's a way of not getting pulled into the emotional cycle of the news and kind of regaining your sanity, you might say. So I'm trying to stick to time here so we can have some time for questions. Again, the takeaway is that a healthy relationship with the news can improve your mental well-being. We'd like to encourage people to protect your well-being and not get to become news junkies, but rather to develop a more healthy habit to the news so that you don't tune out of democracy altogether. So I look forward to taking your questions. And again, thanks for being here.
Excellent. Thanks, Matt. We have a couple of questions that were pre-submitted. Some are coming in right now. Let's start with a question about education. Dave Hutchinson asks, he says, I talk about this quite often on my radio show, an essential part of the solution, K-12 education that focuses on how the brain works, basic psychology, advertising. These are essential civic skills. Are these skills not being taught in a way in the K through 12 system that produces citizens that come out kind of understanding what to look for and what's fake and what's real?
I think they're being taught, but not very systematically. And I think media literacy should be as important in a world where people don't read books, people are on TikTok. This is what the students are doing. This is where they are. So we need to help people be literate in what the structures of those media tools are and how they work, because they're incredibly powerful tools. So I think this is almost as important as reading, writing, and arithmetic now, is to know what that phone can do to your brain. And we know with young people that they're especially susceptible to being pulled into rabbit holes, to being pulled into bad behaviors. But again, these are not tools are not good or bad. They're just people need to be aware of their potentials and be more mindful about how they're using. And I think that can start very early. I'd like to see more schools kind of. I don't want to say I'm a Luddite, but that learning to not be so tied up in what's going on constantly on social media is a good skill to develop in terms of learning to control your own well-being.
So Sarah wants to know, how do you know what links are safe to click on? Which articles, like you mentioned, right? If you go to CNN, MSNBC, right? You scroll down far enough, and at the bottom are some of the examples that you have on what seems like, I think it's accepted that those are legitimate news outlets, right? And yet there seems to be some illegitimate or at least misleading articles. How do you know what's real and what's not?
Well, if they have headlines that seem clickbaity, you should avoid them, right? If it sounds like a weight loss pill that will solve all your problems and stuff like that, be aware that if something's too good to be true on the internet, it probably isn't. But usually on these sites, I know Newsweek has them, Time has them, even the New York Times, which is a fairly profitable media corporation, have a lot of stuff. Now they'll tell you sponsored ad But some of these other things, when they're just trying to get a little revenue, they're going to put them at the bottom. So anything at the bottom of the page that looks like a listicle, in other words, list of the top 10 things to do for your summer vacation, right? That's clickbaity, and that would be the best thing to keep in mind. But with the internet, there's very little that's new under the sun, and if it's claiming it's really new and really innovative or can solve all your problems, it's probably clickbait. Or likewise, if something's going to kill you, you're doomed.
Right.
If it's apocalyptic sounding, it's also probably clickbait.
So is there a ratio between how boring a headline is and how kind of journalistically sound the article is going to be?
Unfortunately not. I mean, even like, again, New York Times they use algorithms for their headlines based on what tracks, right? And often I marvel at the disconnect between the headline and the story, right? So that the story can be completely sound journalism that doesn't bury the lead, that explains it, that provides good context, all the things you want in good public interest journalism, and the headline can have almost nothing to do with it. And that's just, again, that's understanding the structural incentives of the media system, is to get people looped in. So I can't say there's one answer that fits all for this. It's just be mindful that the incentives are going to give you, the incentives are going to lead the news companies, the news orgs, to give you a kind of clickbaity headlines. And that's something that's 100 years old, right? That's yellow journalism from the turn of the 20th century is if it bleeds, it leads, right? If it's sensational, they'll put it in huge font and lead with it. So these are old structural incentives that are just manifesting themselves in different ways now in the new digital media economy.
So when money's involved, right, it seems to skew motivation, right? If media was government funded, right, then we would be suspect of that because it's what the government wants us to know.
Mm-hmm.
Media that is funded through advertising has to appeal to mass audiences, right? And do some of the things that we're talking about here. Is there a better way to fund journalism to ensure that it is producing a educated populace?
Well, I think if you look at what the most informative journalism out there, actually, it's public media right now. It's doing a pretty good job of it. And if you look at who are the best informed audience are, they're frankly people who listen to NPR and watch PBS. And now these PBS and NPR, because they have been starved of government funding, are also have to solicit in some ways as well, right? They have to do what the people who watch them tend to want to do, because they rely on donor money to run to keep the lights on. But in terms of the lower news to noise ratio, or lower noise to news ratio, they have a different incentive system that allows them to be a little bit more down the middle, a little bit more staid. And if you look at the research on this, they tend to be more informative. So I'm a pretty big believer in nonprofit news orgs, which there are a lot more of, right? We have in Pennsylvania and across one of the things that's been happening is the decimation of local news by kind of these venture capitalists like Alden Capital coming and buy up local news stations and fire all the reporters, keep the brand, but fire all the reporters. And what's been happening lately is a lot of these have been kind of renamed as kind of public interest corporations, get a slightly different tax incentive, and they're now serving their localities in a different way because they're not so bottom line along that. So for example, in the Harrisburg area, the Lancaster LLN just linked up with WITF there to kind of create a multimedia, public interest news platform. And I think their incentives kind of lead them to be a little bit more informative.
So I'm thinking about kind of additional research that readers could do, right? I know very often people will share things on Facebook, for example, and having not read it, they see the headline and they share it because it fits kind of their narrative. But one of the things that I've heard people be encouraged to do is actually take a look at who's producing, what's the source of the news, and who's funding that, and who are some of the, because right now, right, 20 years ago, there weren't the media outlets that there are today in terms of getting information out to people. Right now, with the internet and social media and everybody having a cell phone, everyone can be a journalist, right? And I'm using it lowercase j.
Right.
But I mean, are those some of the things that you would also advise, is kind of know who is producing what you're reading and what their readership might look like in terms of numbers of people consuming it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's always, and this phrase, do the research is kind of tricky too, because Google also knows what your biases are and kind of will tend to front load what you tend to like. And so sometimes when you hear people using the phrase, do your research, that kind of means, gaslight yourself with all this. But that said, almost everything you can find out at least 2 or 3 different reads on the same news events, because again, that's what we get a lot of. We get a lot of there's very little investigative reporting. So when something does get investigated, and it used to be that something like 75% of investigative stories came from local news, and then they get picked up by other sites. So what we get a lot of is this optimization, where a news factoid gets spun by a site that tracks well on Facebook. And if you look into it, you'll say the real story was from this site, and you can go to that, right? And then you can go to 3 other sites if you look at the subject, and you can see, oh, okay, maybe. And what I'd like to see people do a lot more of is, before you share it, do that, right? Because our impulsiveness is being rewarded in a way, right? And we're doing this for a lot of different reasons. I mean, I think I read a study that was something I really would like to look into. It was on the concept of hate sharing, right? That strangely enough, this is why I say Marjorie Taylor Greene on kind of left-leaning news sites, News Optimizer site, is the one who dominates coverage, because people hate her so much they can't stop sharing her. And there's so much of this that goes on. So again, if you just take a breath, do a quick search of the news, you're probably going to find out that what is enraging you enough so much that you want to share it and denounce it on social media is probably dubious, right? So take a deep breath, be a little bit more journalistic-y, a little bit more dispassionate, verify the facts. So that same process that good journalism uses, which should be verification of facts, should be verification of stories, making sure things check out. If we're going to be citizen journalists, we could do a little bit of this as well.
So Dennis wants to know, how can a news organization that desires to be fair in the coverage of issues survive in today's polarized society?
So there's been some interesting research about polarization, right? That polarization, this is one of the things that news orgs love to bemoan. We're so polarized, but that's most of the stories, if you look at the way they cover them, are kind of create a world that is polarized. But if you talk to people on issues, people are actually not very polarized. People are all over the map, and they're easy to toggle one way or another. We did one of our podcasts, which is with a guy named Anand Girardis, and he's recently written a book called The Persuaders, which is about this, which is about how when you actually talk to people, especially about things that matter to them locally, people are a lot more diverse than our media system would give them credit to being. So not treating people as if this kind of already you're partisan would be a way that I think that we can deal with the partisan world, which is to assume that people are a lot more complicated than our media system, because it's an easier story to write when you can look at statistics, right? You can look at, here's a poll that says 46% of people believe there's 46 people. That looks like polarization, but that's just a poll, right? That when you talk to people, we're a lot more diverse than our media system would give us credit for. people are complicated,
Yeah. Sometimes technology is pointed to and blamed for disseminating, fake news, fake information. But Sophie wants to know, are there apps that skim the news a person reads and then pushes articles with additional context?
There are some that I have heard of. I've tried some. I haven't found them very effective. Sometimes you have to just kind of go in and do a little bit of it's convenience kind of works against us, right? We want things that are, can somebody do the work for me? But part of this is that we need to get used to reading more broadly, I think, or not reading, right? So I think one is called the 740. I could be wrong about that, but it just gives like a 50-word synopsis of the daily news without any of the news analysis is what they like to call it, which are like hot takes. And that'll let you know what's happening. But if you find a site that you rely on, try using that as your homepage as opposed to relying on, say, Facebook or Twitter or TikTok or whatever social media platform you're on to feed the news to you, right? Try to do a little bit less news finds me mentality, where you assume that the algorithm is going to give you what you need, and go to a place where it's going to be a little bit more balanced, not balanced in terms of being right down the middle, but is not going to be trying to gain your attention like the way that social media does.
So William Davis wants to know, why don't reporters press interviewers who deflect and do not answer the questions asked? Interviewers get their message out and the reporters do not get answers with the deflections.
I agree with that 100%. That's one of my great frustrations. And partly that is a function of TV news, right? So if you think about TV news, and it's an interesting thing to think about, the idea of a 24/7 news cycle is really only about 40 years old, since CNN started. And in that world, right, time is of the essence. They have 2 minutes per news story, 2 minutes per segment. It's just the way that television is organized. It's 22 minutes now on commercial TV per half hour. And then a break for commercials throughout that, right? So when you're looking at how these TV news, CNN, Fox, MSNBC, how they produce content, time is of the essence. And so you almost feel sorry for the reporters, because you know that they're smart people, they're good on their feet, but they probably have a producer in their ear saying, we got to move along, because they've got to hit their mark. So time is really the thing to think about when understanding the structural incentives of television news. If they could, I'd love it if they would reconceive of 24-hour news to say, let's just spend a half hour in this story and ask experts, ask a variety of different people, go beyond the two sides idea of a story and say there are 15 sides of this story. Let's give them all a voice, right? But the way that it's structured, it tends to be, we've got a 5-minute news segment on this before commercial, and they don't have time for a follow-up. And I think politicians know this. Spokespeople who are trying to get a message out or doing strategic messaging, they know this, and they know they're not going to get a follow-up. So they just go with the bad faith communication, because they know that the producer is in the ear of the reporter saying, got to move along. So again, I'm not being an apologist for TV and news reporters, and I'm frustrated by this too, but I think understanding the structural incentives behind the content producers helps you get a handle on this.
So I'm a huge Aaron Sorkin fan. I'm a fan of the television show The Newsroom, which is no longer on, but you can stream it on, I believe, Hulu or Netflix. Mm-hmm. How accurate is that in terms of how decisions are made around what gets on the news? Now, I know it's an overly sensationalized television show, but they're making decisions on who gets 8 minutes at the top of the show and who gets 3 minutes and kind of buried in the D block. How accurate is that if people are looking for a primer on how news programs get produced?
Probably not very. I too like those. I mean, a caveat, I have never worked in a newsroom, so I don't know, but I've talked to people who have, and unfortunately, it's really boring, right? That they're the Poynter Institute just put out a little TikTok video that they do as part of their kind of education outlet. Or no, it's the news literacy project that just did this, and it was about how movies and TV shows get newsrooms wrong, right? The female reporter is not sleeping with the source, and it's not as exciting as Aaron Sorkin. I love Aaron Sorkin because Aaron Sorkin's world is filled with really smart people having incredibly interesting, deliberative conversations all the time. And I think half the time what's really going on is people slogging through having to write three stories in a day, and the kind of boring, mundane side of reporting. So there's probably a little bit of that, deliberation about who's getting 8 minutes that goes on television news. I know people who are a big fan of Succession like that drama, and as well on that side of things. But I think it's really a kind of a boring process when journalism is done right. They're trying to track down whether something that they just heard from a source is true or not. And that relies, calling up other people or finding a book that might have that, or, doing those things which verification, and that can be really boring. It's not good for drama. So they don't include that in an Aaron Sorkin drama, but, everything Aaron Sorkin writes about is really interesting, whether it's the West Wing or courtroom dramas. There are always going to be people who are you want to watch because just to think. But unfortunately, I think the truth is probably a little bit more boring. But it's good for people to understand that the process of journalism, which is verifying things before you print it, is necessary, but not all that sexy or exciting.
Yeah. The whole concept of the presentation today is news over noise. I'm sure a lot of us can think of people in the worlds that we live in that are living in the noise, right? And so what advice would you give to people to try to get their friends who are living in the noise kind of outside of that without destroying the relationships, right? I understand you're not a relationship counselor, but it just seems like there are a lot of relationships destroyed by one friend trying to convince another friend that they're right or wrong. How do you get people who live in the noise kind of out of the noise?
So I have my dad is a bit of a Fox News addict. So this is something I have to deal with all the time. And, I'm like, Dad, trust me, this is a drama you're watching, right? Fox, they do minute by minute ratings, which is to say they look at the data, they look at what their audience is responding to, and they give them more of what they respond to, right? And so it's kind of like a soap opera in a way. So one of the things that can help is just to explain to them how these things are working. And for example, and this is not to say that this will work, but to say that a lot of these of the noisy programs, when they have been taken to court for things like libel, will say, look, we're not journalists, we're entertainment. Like we abide by different standards. And if they do that, then they're doing this. And again, I think this is what I try to tell my dad is TV news is under the gun for ratings, right? They're dominated by the need for ratings, and they make choices based on that, right? CNN just fired their new CEO who had a new business plan he was trying to hew to that didn't work out, right? And they will fire you if your ratings are down. So they tend to be driven by whatever is going to get their ratings up. And it's noisier, right? It's going to be shorter. It's going to be less context. It's going to be stuff that you're missing the kind of richness that you need. I sometimes like to think about media diets using the analogy of diets, right? Sometimes you need a well-balanced diet. You need some broccoli along with your cotton candy. Well, maybe you don't need the cotton candy at all, which would maybe be my point. So just to say that, understand, if you're watching TV news all the time, you're watching because they think that you will keep watching. And again, CNN, MSNBC, Fox, they all do this, where it's essentially a very small swath of stories they're going to cover, and then it's just on to the next host who's going to give you their perspective on the same information. And they're hoping that you're going to watch all day.
Right.
If you find yourself, or if one of your loved ones is in that kind of, I want to say, abusive relationship with their news provider, right? Try to get them to just take a break. Try to get them to read content as opposed to watching content. And then also try to get them to talk to people who they think are on the other side, because they'll probably find out that they care about the community just as much as they do. And that's really what democracy is about. I think it's about us trying to figure out how to solve the problems we all share, no matter what tribe we feel like we belong to. So if you're watching a program that is, like, as you say, noisy,
Right.
that it is trying to treat you like a loyal audience and then making that loyal audience part of a tribe, figure out a way to get them to think of the world as being a lot more gray, a lot more complicated, and a lot more filled with people who care than the world that they're being exposed to in their favorite program.
I think if you took all the logos off the screen, all the streaming things on the bottom, anything that would identify a news program, right? I think you would be able to tell, like CNN, MSNBC, Fox, when you're in their news segments, they are relatively, I mean, you can, if you really know what you're looking for, you can tell where the slant is. But
Mhm.
for the most part, the news segments are very similar to each other. What happens is people don't understand, when is it news, right? Where they're trying to put information out to the citizens, and when does it become entertainment? And when does it kind of trickle into commentary? And they sandwich all of these things together. And so people, I myself included, have trouble understand, is this a news segment, or is this commentary where they're trying to shift the way people think?
Well, a lot of it's one way of thinking about it is this is really cheap to do punditry. It's really cheap to do opinion, right? You don't have to send reporters out and have them verify facts. And so that's why most of what you get on television news and radio news, talk radio, a lot of this is people opining on that little bit of news, telling you what it means, right? So things that call themselves news analysis or punditry or opinion, realize that it's that. And oftentimes they will tell you, right? And again, I'll go back to what I was saying, that on television, there's really very little for 24/7 news coverage. There's very little hard news on that. A lot of it, because it's cheap, is just whatever whoever the star is of that hour or that half hour, it's their perspective on the news. And that means it's going to be punditry. If the name is in the title, it's punditry, right? And that's something to keep in mind. Again, not that that's bad,
Right?
but you need a little bit of broccoli. You need a little bit of nutrition dense information, as well as stuff that gets an emotional response. And a lot of the times when we're getting news analysis or punditry, what we're getting is, how should you feel about the news, right? Roger Ailes, who created Fox News, back in the 90s, he said, if you're informing the public, you're losing them. If you tell them what to feel, you own them, basically. So he created a model for doing news that pretty quickly spread out over cable, just different slants to the news. But it really is oftentimes modeling or telling you how you should feel about the daily news. And if you're seeing that, in a way, you're being played. And try to find something that's not telling you how to feel and just informing you.
We talked a little bit about technology. I'd like to go back to that, and specifically artificial intelligence. What impact is this having, and will it continue to have on this?
Well, it's already having an impact on you if you're on any any digital platform, social media platform, it's being run by algorithms, right? There's Facebook, there's no way that you can read every post that all of your friends have written through the day. So it's going to give you the 50 ones that you're most likely to engage with, right? Because that's how, so it's already being, the feed is already being operated by artificial intelligence. And artificial intelligence is, if you're Googling something, or if you're on, you're trying to use the map function to drive somewhere, or if you're in the looking at your weather app, all of these things are already using artificial intelligence. What's happening now with large language models is a new predictive thing. It so happens that I'll use this to plug this for those of you who are interested. I'm executive producer of HumIn Focus, which is the Humanities Institute's documentary series, and we're premiering this Friday an episode on this issue about artificial intelligence. It's going to change the way that news is written, I think, and it's going to be very fraught, right? Because what it will do is, and essentially what these things do is they predict a sentence. One way to think about them is that it's like the thing that finishes the way you're spelling something in a text message on a larger model. It's just predicting what's going to come next in anything. And they make a lot of stuff up. They invent things all the time. So what we're already seeing are news stories that are talking about how in different domains these things are leading to problems. I just read one about how some lawyer used this to file a brief, and the AI had invented like 3 legal cases that didn't exist, right? Because it was predicting what a legal case like this. So AI is going to be out there, but it's going to require people to verify, right? And so we're all going to have to be on our toes. What I've been trying to think about is how we as educators here at Penn State, in a way, we should be training people to do things that the machines can't do, right? To think outside the box, right? Because what they're really good at doing is putting people in a box and saying, okay, here is a type of reporting that is completely 100% formulaic. I don't know, and maybe some of the folks out there play fantasy football on a platform that uses these to give the weekly rundown. And what is amazing to them is how these bots that do this algorithmic intelligence that does this can pretty much approximate sports journalism really well, right? And that tells you how formulaic sports journalism is. You take some stats, you get some, you get some cliches and give it to the bot and it runs. So the temptation, I think, is going to be for media companies to use these tools to just increase the speed of production and to increase the efficiency of their bottom line. But when it comes down to it, they right now aren't very good at doing things that we need people to do, which is verifying fact. That really doesn't do that very well at all. So beware of AI. I don't think it's not going to create, it's not the robots are coming to kill us Terminator world, but it's kind of a world where we don't know if it's an authentic person that we're dealing with. I think it's going to be the thing that we're really going to have to learn to sift through. But again, Friday night at 8 p.m. I think is when our on this premieres online, and then next Saturday on WPSU on TV, the HumIn Focus episode. Are we asking AI the wrong questions?
Excellent. Well, Matt, hey, we want to thank you for joining us today on the virtual speaker series. It's a topic that I'm interested in. We could probably talk for another hour, but we're so grateful that you've taken time out of your busy day to share the work that you're doing here at Penn State. Thank you very much.
Happy to be here. Thanks so much.
I want to thank everyone who has zoomed in with us today. Thank you for joining us. I also want to encourage you, if you like today's virtual speaker series session, you can find our other virtual events and in-person events at our website at alumni.psu.edu/events. Thanks again for all you do for the university, for the glory, and for the future. We are
State.